Alrighty guys, got it all put back together. The only thing that doesn't appear like it's working is the oil pressure switch. That could be this oil pressure sensor must be bad. So I might swap the other one back off the motor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank it over here for a little bit without the choke on, hoping it won't start and it'll build oil pressure. And then turn the choke on. I guess we'll go for broke and see what happens. So here we go. It sure sounds like it's only running on one cylinder. It will run though, guys. I don't know, did any of you guys see where the sparks were coming up from there? I saw some kind of sparks flying. It's definitely only running on one side. I'd say it's that one. So here's the curiosity I have. I want to crack the oil filter loose and see if we got oil there. Yep. Got oil. Weird, it's only running on one side. Maybe it's going to foul the spark plug. Go one more time. I'm a little bit scared to rub it wide open here. Oh, I see what's going on. The gasket's not lined up over here for the intake. See if I can fix that. That'll make it not run right. Oh, you rotten son of a... I was figuring one side of the coil crapped out or something, but hey, something that's my fault. That explains why I saw that fire shooting out of there too. Okay, take 3. You want to know something? The motor still has that sound a little bit. It's a whole different block. The only thing that's the same internally is the crank. Well, that's perplexing, guys. Unless it is the transmission. The other thing is I'm not real sure the governor's working here, so I'm being a little bit cautious. Well, that's more annoying than anything. I put it back together and it's still got the same damn noise. Well, I guess we're going to have to go back to the drawing board on the noise, aren't we? Well, alright, I know it'll run. I'll mess with it some more tomorrow. I want to put the oil pressure switch in it that works and stuff like that. So later, guys, had a partial success. It didn't grenade. Looks a whole lot smokier on camera than it does in person. Later, guys. So as a recap, guys, I'm still not really sure what's making the noise on this. If you pull one spark plug wire off, it runs on one side, it goes away. If you rev it up, it goes away. I don't know. So I did, I think last video here, see if I got a spot where I'm not looking in the light. You guys aren't looking up my nose hairs, my apologies. But I took the timing gear cover back off and I flipped the governor fork over. I had it upside down. I remembered the rod had popped up and kicked out, so it must have got flipped. And now the governor seems like it works right. And I put the oil pressure sensor, what would you call it, like an oil sentry in it. And I've been letting it sit here and run and see if it got better or worse or stayed the same. Seems like it's staying the same, not getting better or worse. And I don't know if you guys caught it or not in the startup, but when it was only running on one side, it wasn't squealing. So that's kind of weird. And I'm not 110% sure why. But the noise, to me, sounds like it's coming from the back here, and it's almost like it almost sounds like a vacuum leak, is what it almost sounds like. If you put your thumb over the breather, it doesn't get any louder or quieter. Half choke or anything doesn't help. Just kind of squeals. And it sounds like a head gasket or something, but if it was a head gasket, it would still... Well, I guess not really, because it would build compression, but it wouldn't have the combustion going on. So, I don't know. I really don't know, but considering how it's still doing it, I'm tempted just to put this motor back together the whole way the way it is, and just run it till something happens. And if something happens, you'll know what the problem was. I might play around with it here. I'm debating. These CCKAs are such a pain to swap the manifolds on. I was wondering if it's that. I might try swapping the flywheels because I have 2 extra floating around, you know. Just try swapping the flywheels around and see if the noise follows or stays. Well, I've ran this motor for so long that if it was just something touching somewhere, you think it would clearance itself. And it hasn't. So, I don't know. I've tried PB Blaster around the manifold, seeing if it was sucking air there somewhere, and no dice. The only other thought I had, and I don't know if I ever really showed this or not, hopefully the fan behind us isn't causing too much of a back noise, but see how it has these pinholes in the muffler here in the end? Right here and right here? I was wondering if that would be enough to do it, but because it's a high-pitched squeal. Might as well at least turn this fan down. I'm trying to keep the... I got this running inside with the window open. I'm trying to keep the smoke blowing out. You can see there's a little bit in here, but not bad considering I had the motor tore the whole way down and it's burning oil off the cylinders and stuff. But anyhow, I just don't know. Definitely hear compression leaking over there somewhere. Maybe I'll change that head gasket. Well, I hear compression leaking over there too, so. Definitely more pronounced there. Almost sounds like it's blowing out. Maybe I'll check out while it's running. Like I said, I have 2 metal head gaskets for this, so I might just pull the heads and change them anyhow. But for the moment, I'm really kind of at a loss, guys. I don't know what the HE double hockey sticks is going on. So the motor transplant was not a total fail. It didn't blow up, but it's not. Didn't accomplish the goals I wanted, which was to get rid of the noise. So, like I said, I don't know. I'm gonna start swapping some things and just see what's going on. If I have 2 spark plugs, I'll swap them too. Who knows? Maybe it's whistling past the spark plugs or something dumb. I think I checked that, but who knows? So, okay, let's well, let's try some things here. Plus side, I got the governor so it works right, so at least it won't run away and blow itself up. And the oil light works again, so. Okay. Keep the sheep moving here. I could try changing fuel pumps and stuff, but I doubt it. Or like I was talking to one of my buddies at the tractor club meeting last night, maybe there's something with that crank you're not missing if that's the only thing you reused. So. Alright fellas, I'm gonna keep on keeping on with this and see what happens. If I find something, I'll bring you guys back, or I'll let you know everything I tried and didn't help. So, later gentlemen. So check this out guys, I changed both head gaskets. It idles real nice now. See if it'll do it. If I push on the carb, the noise changes. So I don't know if you guys can hear me now, but I'm thinking the carb gasket's leaking. Or the carb's loose a little bit. Something. Trick is, you can't get to the carb bolts easy. I don't even know if they're bolts or what. I can take the manifold loose, tighten the bolts up, I guess. Try that once. Again, I'm going to have to wait till it cools down. That's the problem with working on this thing. You just got to wait till it cools down again before you can touch anything. So, as you guys can see, I have it fairly warm. It's been sitting here idling for probably 10 minutes or so. And don't worry guys, the window is open and there is a fan in it, sucking all the fumes out. I don't know if you guys can see how much the smoke's moving there on your left, but there's where it's going. So. Okay, so that's what I am thinking is going on right now. Because the other thing, and I told Ralph, RW3 Dog, this, ever since it's made this noise, it's never idled as low as it used to. If you guys go back to when I brought the 450 home, how low it would idle and how quiet it was, I mean, I could literally sneak up on Mom with this tracker. That's how quiet it was. So, you guys aren't looking at the motor again, but, yeah, well, you guys can hear what I was saying. So, I'm going to do that, because it's something external to the motor. Because if it was something internal, if you put your finger over the breather, it should lessen a little bit. You shouldn't hear it as much. So, that's what I'm thinking. Because if you look, this carb does wiggle around a little bit, but does it wiggle on the base, or does it wiggle I just realized the ground wire was loose for the points box that somebody had. Is it the whole manifold? I don't think so. I kind of think it's the carb wiggling a little bit, so hey, I should have checked it while it was off. Can't blame me. Like me and Ralph were talking about. If it turns out to be something dumb, like a gasket or something, I'll feel kind of stupid. It'll suck, but hey, whatever, you gotta learn. I know a lot of stuff, and if you knew any better, that squeal definitely sounded internal. You'll figure. As far as, will I take it back apart and put it back in the original block? Probably not, but might reassemble another motor out of the other two, because the block for this was pretty scored up. I'm surprised it wasn't smoking more than it was. So, alright guys, I'm gonna quit rambling and do some work. Another 5 minutes. Jesus. Okay, tightened up the carb bolts. Let's see what she sounds like now. Is there anything I forgot? I hooked up the fuel line. I hooked the throttle back up. Should be everything. Still doing it. I wish I had new intake manifold gaskets to try. Side here looks like it's on. The gaskets look like they're tight there. That's just what it seems like though. It just seems like it's frick is this? Is this a throttle shaft? Glad I caught that on camera, right? Nobody to ever believe me. I blew some PB Blaster in her on the bottom of the carb base there. Either that or the throttle. Yeah. There's that. I'll let it sit here and run for a little bit and see if it starts that noise again. So check that out. All that time it was a damn intake squeal. Wondering if it's about ready to run out of gas. I hate to tell you guys, but the gas tank is empty, so all that time was a damn carburetor. I don't know. Hey, whatever. Now I know what's happening. The other thing I notice is the motor's starting to smoke now. Could that be because it's sucking in PB Blaster? That's what I hope to find out. So pretty much, I'm going to stick the tins back on here and we'll let the CCKA come up to operating temperature, and I'm going to put some more gas in it and we'll let it run. Stick her all back together, I guess. So there's that, guys. Well, the other thing is, from what I remember, I don't have a new carb gasket. So you can either make one or buy one. I don't think I have anything. I forget what's in these boxes. I think this used to have a coil in it. Probably was a coil. There's something else. Ah, there's a points condenser in here. There's a coil box, acorn, spark plugs and stuff. So anyhow, like I said, let me put the tins on and I'll put some more gas in it and recheck the oil, top it off, and just let it sit there and run. See if it stays running smooth like that, or once it gets warm it starts squealing again. If it does that, then I basically know to either try that gasket down there or the throttle shaft seal is leaking. I would put more money on the intake, but hey, it goes to show you what I know. Smooth. Almost like I knew what I was doing.